Hello, everyone, and welcome to My Elevated Lifestyle. I am your host, Amy Watkins, and today's episode is all things personal branding. And I know that this is going to land for so many of you. And also, a little bit of an update, less of a life update, but an update for this podcast. And I have some exciting things for you guys towards the end of this episode as well that you'll certainly want to stay for. Never seen before on this podcast. I'm so excited to share it with you guys. But I recently went through and properly looked at every single episode. This is 114. This is, well over 100 of these episodes. And I finally went through and really took inventory, took a really good look at the episodes that you guys love the most, what has the most plays, which, are the most highly rated episodes from you guys. And all of the social media ones are your favorites. Okay? All the social media ones are like triple the insights on them, triple the listens. Like, it's crazy how much you guys love those episodes. And I know that they all go together, they all work together. All these different things that we discuss and talk about are going to help you grow as a person and also grow on social media and then grow your business, which is the whole point. So with that, taking that inventory, I want to deliver more of what you guys want. I really want to listen to you and build this space out to be something that is just so valuable for you and something that you come back to and really feel like you took away something helpful every single time. That's always my goal. So just know I'm listening. And if there's other topics that you guys really, really loved and want more on, like, just send me a DM. Send me a message on my main profile at It's Amy Watkins or over on the podcast Instagram at My Elevated Lifestyle Co. And I will be so happy to chat and hear what you guys have to say and what you guys are loving and just fill me in on all of that. So with that, this is going to be a very social media heavy episode today, and let's just dive straight on into it, you guys. We're going to talk about how to elevate your personal brand essence. Love the word. Your whole energy, your whole vibe. And I want you guys to think about those people that you see. Typically, we'll think of people that you see online, the profiles that you come across, but even those people that you meet in person and they just like kind of stop you in your tracks, or they just have this different energy about them. They're at a different frequency, and it's not that they've said anything different. They probably haven't even said a word yet. You haven't really clicked on anything yet. You're just like, I noticed something here that is different and is interesting and has an aura about it. There's an essence, there's an aura. Their presence, it captivates you. And these are the people that you don't even know what they're about or what they offer yet or what they sell, if anything, or whatever, but you want it. You know what I mean? Those people you're like, I don't know, but I want whatever you're on. I want whatever you have. Like, yes, because of their presence, like that actual existence that makes you want to go into it. And we're going to talk about how to get to that level, you guys, how to get to that level. And you can think of this as like attraction marketing, but in a way that is so specific and not focused on going viral, not focused on gaining followers, not focused on all those surface level types of things, but things that are actually going to make a difference and make people want to buy from you and make people want to be a part of your community and root for you and not just be a follower, like hitting the follow button, but be involved. There's such a difference with that, okay? So we're going to talk all about that and get into those goods. Okay, so there are prerequisites to this. So I'm going to go through the 3 phases of social media branding identity, if you will, or just the practice of it, where it evolves from, where it starts, kind of the steps that you need to take to get to the point where you have that essence that people just really want to be a part of and get into with you. So number 1, some of you might be here right now. This is like beginner stage. Level one's beginner stage. Maybe you have just recently started your own business or are just recently starting to take content creation seriously. You're like, you know what? It's 2026. I've been wanting to do this for a while. It's time to dive in. It's time to take it seriously. But you really haven't posted much, or you've never sold anything using your social media before. So this is just a new world. It's a new scope for you. And this might also have another title called cringe. This is the stage that people desperately want to skip. They don't want to be a part of it. They don't want to go through the trial and error. They don't want to be cringy. They want everything to be perfect. But I hate to break it to you, you have to move through that uncomfortable beginning piece in order to become good. You got to be okay to become good. You got to be good before you can become great. You got to be great before you become excellent. It is the journey of it, you guys. And it is that journey where you practice and you figure out your voice and you figure out who you are and you figure out how you want to do all of the things. Okay, so this is the figuring it out stage. It might feel a little cringy. It's new. This is the people who you don't really know what your message is yet, but you just need to start posting. Like you just need to get into the habit of creating a piece of content and hitting post over and over and over and starting to find your flow and your vibe. You can't skip this step. As much as you want to fast forward, skip it, and not be here, you have to go through this bit. I went through it. Listeners on here where you guys have built something and you're a leader, you have built a successful business using social media, you know exactly what I'm talking about, that beginner stage of you just like moving through it. We all have to do it, okay? Every successful person had to do it. This is an important stage because it will keep you from striving for perfectionism. People who aren't even willing to be a beginner, they have this vision, they have this idea of what they want, they have this business they want to build, but they won't even post, they won't even start. They are telling themselves they want it to be perfect, they want to do it right, they want to do this and this. They're going to stay there forever. They're going to stay in a loop and loop and loop and loop. The only thing that will take them out of that is taking messy, imperfect, cringy, whatever you want to call it, action. Making the thing, hitting post. Going on the story, doing something on the story, hitting post. Like just doing something and then calculating all of those steps as little wins along the way. It's the only way, okay, that you're going to be able to get better. Now, those of you who are here, some of you need to get here first. You need to you're beginner, you need to start. That's step one. Some of you are in this stage right now. And I want to tell you, this stage is important, but don't stay here. Don't live in Beginnersville. Some of you are living here so much that you keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over. You're not learning or getting better. Do you know what I mean? Like you might think, okay, I'm so consistent and I'm doing the thing and like I'm posting and I'm really comfortable showing my face, or I'm really consistent with the reels that I post and I all these pictures and whatever, but you've never actually evolved your content. You've never actually evolved your voice, who you're speaking to or who you want to talk to as you've grown as a person, right? You need to set a goal for yourself to learn and to grow and become better. There's this saying in my business, or not a saying, or just something that I've heard over and over is like, yeah, just stay consistent. The only way to fail is if you quit. But I really do believe the only way to fail, like, yes, if you quit, that's an easy way to fail if you give up. But the only way to actually succeed is to focus on getting better and better and better each day. Like just making the decision to not quit isn't enough, is what I'm trying to say, right? If you're like, yeah, I'm not going to quit, that's great. Like you're in it for the long haul, you're in it for the long game. But if you never actually develop that hunger to get a little bit better every single day and to learn and to evolve yourself and elevate yourself, like you're just going to be not quitting over and over and over and kind of staying in a bit of a lull, if that makes sense. So you need to learn. And that's why you're listening to this, obviously. You need to grow. You need to be interested in what is going to take you that next step ahead. What's going to take you from amateur to professional. What's going to take your content from, yeah, like she's consistent to, wow, I want to binge watch everything on her page. Wow, I want to listen to her stories and get these updates because they're interesting and fascinating. Wow, I want to buy what she sells, right? Learn who your ideal client or follower is and start to speak to them. So many of you guys tell me when you listen to my podcast, it's like I'm in your brain. It's because I know exactly who I'm talking to. I know you. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're struggling with. I know because I was and am you, right? We're going through it together. So who is that ideal? And you guys can think about it. Like if you are a fitness coach, you're a personal trainer running your own business, let's say, you need to think about not only like you can think about on the surface level, who's your ideal client? Well, someone who wants to get in better shape. Give me more. Give me more. Is it the mom going through postpartum for the first time? Who is going through it? It's been a few weeks. They're kind of losing themselves. They look in the mirror and they don't really recognize the body that they're in. They're not feeling confident. They kind of feel like they're losing themselves in motherhood a little bit. They want to get back in the gym, but they're nervous. Like, how is she feeling in her body? What does she think when she looks in the mirror? What are the emotions she's experiencing every single day? What's the biggest struggle? Why isn't she going in the gym right now? Go and go and go and go. You can keep going down this and spiraling down this and journaling this out. Do you see what I'm saying? If you offer, if you're mentoring people to earn an income from their phone, okay, who are you talking to? What are they thinking? What are they looking up online when they're in desperate need because they just, got a bill in the mail that they actually can't pay and now they're a little bit stressed, or they don't really like their work environment right now. They graduated, they went through all the things, they have all this student loan debt, and now they're like, crap, I don't even like this job that I'm in that I signed up for to do every single day of my life for the next 40 years. Like, I want to step into something on my own. I want to get my time back. Like, do you see what I'm saying? Start to think about what is in their brain. And you should be able to step into that depending on what it is that you do, what you offer, where you're at. But they should have some similarities to you. It should be things that you thought about before you started doing what you're doing. It's the problem that you wanted to solve for yourself. Where were you at when you started your business, when you started your fitness journey, whatever? Like, there's going to be similarities. So you need to know who that person is. And then when you're posting and when you're sharing and when you're talking to them specifically. This, you guys, is going to elevate everything a whole nother level. It's just going to make things make more sense. It's going to be less kind of, hopefully this lands on the right person's page, and it's going to land maybe on far fewer pages, but it's going to land on the right pages. You know those pieces of content that find you and you're like, oh my gosh, like, yeah, she's talking to me. Like, yeah, no, that's exactly, oh my gosh, I relate to this so much. Like, it makes you feel that way. That's really powerful. That's really, really powerful. And you want to make people feel that way as well. So some people are going to stay in this beginner stage if they aren't willing to learn and aren't willing to grow. When you stay here, here's some things that it can look like, right? It might look like jumping from one income straight to another, right? There's so many ways to make money online and all these different things. And this is the cheapest course. I actually saw online the other day, someone was selling a $1 course. I used to see when courses and things like that first came out, like the digital guide that you can get, it was like $500. And now there's all these, it's gone down, $1. Buy my course for $1. I'm just like, what in the world is going on? But it's like, there's so many, people are just trying to find the quickest, fastest way. And people who just start all these random incomes to try and make $1 instead of building their personal brand, right? Instead of actually investing in themselves and who they are and their content to be of service. They're just trying to make money. Like, that's the beginner stage. That's very amateur living and trying to work online, very amateur. Jumping around companies like crazy, not having a clear message in who they're talking to and what they're trying to share, trying to find the next quickest way to make money, copying other people's content, right? Trying to go viral more than anything else. Like, just, you see the theme here of just trying to skip the journey, trying to skip their own growth and developing themselves. They don't have a clear rooted reason why they're sharing on social media. They're kind of just there, right? They don't care necessarily to actually help anyone. They just want it to look good for themselves. They just want the high follower number because it looks good. amateur stage, okay? Now, that gives you some examples. Maybe you recognize yourself in some of the things that I said, and if you feel called out, well, good. That's the whole point of you spending the time to listen to this podcast. But now I'm going to tell you, here's the good news. Now I'm going to tell you how to go to number 2, intermediate / momentum, okay? Number 1 was beginner / cringe, okay? We all go through it. It's normal. It's fine. If you're in it right now, honestly, good. Props to you, because that means you can go to intermediate now. It's time. Intermediate / momentum. This is when you found your flow a little bit. You're posting. Consistency isn't really a problem anymore, right? You're not scared to show your face. You're not nervous about it. You're on there and you're starting. You feel like you've gotten over that cringe factor a little bit. You know, you're like, okay, yeah, no, this feels good. No, I'm proud of this content and I'm doing it consistently. It's more of a habit. You're much more comfortable speaking, showing your face, a little more behind the scenes of your day. You're connecting with your audience more. Maybe even making some sales. Maybe you're even gaining some traction. You're like, oh, like I actually sold something this week. Like, okay, incredible. That means you're in the stage of intermediate momentum, okay? But it's not effortless at this stage. You go in and out and you're oftentimes on and off, okay? Where you're on in your business when things are good and then you're off when you just aren't on, right? You go in and out, you're hot and cold sometimes. This, you guys, it's a really beautiful place to be. It means that you've left beginner mode, first of all, and you're gaining some confidence for yourself. You're not afraid anymore like you were at the very beginning, but you're still learning. You're still growing. You're still figuring it out. It's not perfect, and it can be messy still sometimes. It's not a perfect, cohesive, flow on your Instagram, but it's getting there, right? You're rooted in what you want to do. You're learning who you are, and your audience is starting to show you what they want from you, meaning they're engaged. And this doesn't mean a lot of people. I think that people have this concept, and we need to get out of this mindset of like an engaged audience and community means a lot of followers. That's not what it means. It means people, just a couple people even, are starting to comment on your post, relate to it, connect to it, share it. If people are sharing it, that's a huge compliment, you guys, for your content. It is people are responding to some of your stories that you post, whether they're laughing, it's funny content, or they really relate, or they're responding to the question that you asked, asking for some advice from your audience, or whatever. Like, that is going in the right direction. You're gaining some traction, you're gaining some trust, and you're feeling yourself a little bit more in this stage, okay? So intermediate momentum, I'm going to assume a lot of you guys are in this stage right now. I hope you can hear my dog. He's barking, trying to get into Alex's office right now downstairs. A lot of you guys are going to be here right now at this stage. Incredible, okay? Because you know what's next? Level 3, baby. Advanced, elevated. Let's go. Let's go to advanced. Again, this has nothing to do with your follower count or going viral. These are the people, again, think back to the beginning, their essence, their vibe. You go to their page, they are just rooted. They don't care what anyone else is doing. They're doing their thing. They're sharing their message. They are just like locked in. They're locked in. They know who they are. They know exactly who they're talking to. There's no confusion in their message. It's so clear. When you go to an account and you look at it and you're like, it's so busy and crazy, and I've been this person so many times. It's busy, it's crazy. You're like, like this is, go away, like tap away because this is too much. Or those accounts that you go to where it's like, like it's calm here. Social media is a busy place, you guys. It's a busy place. There's a lot going on over there. But those accounts you go on and you can like breathe, you can actually read what it says, and you want to stay a while. It's cozy. It's nice. You're feeling uplifted. You're feeling inspired. You're like, I like it here. It's calm. There's a quiet confidence underneath everything. It's clear, but it's calm. That is what we want to get to. Okay? They're happy to show bits and pieces of their personal life to connect, but most of the time they keep it business. Meaning not just their business if they're selling something, but they keep it like pretty on point, polished sometimes, depending on what the aesthetic and the vibe is, but they keep it flowing. They're on social media for a reason. They're not there to just hang and whatever, but they do have that connectedness aspect of sharing personal life behind the scenes so that you can really relate with them in their actual human life that they're showing you, right? Whether they're a mom and they're showing little tiny bits and pieces of motherhood, but like their kids aren't all over their Instagram. You know what I mean? Like that is that difference there. But you still know that they're a mom. You can see that without them using that as their kind of main thing. They're keeping their focus on their personal brand, who they are and what they're there to offer and to share and to talk about. They have found the perfect blend of quality and quantity. They can sell you anything and you buy it, right? Like those people where, again, whatever link you put up, I trust you. You're a trusted voice. I trust you. Like, sounds good. Yep. Like, I'm interested in what, literally whatever it is that you're offering me. The key here, you guys, is that they won't try to sell you just anything. They are so particular about what they promote to sell. And it depends on what you're doing as well, right? There's some influencers, there's some content creators where that is their main thing, is to just post links. And that is their thing. That's what people follow them for, is for those links. Great. But if you're running a business that is like your own thing in the network marketing space, like it's your own small business, and you want to have a personal brand, it's probably not just link after link after link of random things, right? You wouldn't do that. You're keeping the main thing, your business the main thing. That's what you're sharing value around, right? And then anything else that you choose to link is very specific and strategic and is something you honestly love. You're not sharing random things that you've never used before, right? It's like there's a trust factor with it instead of just throwing links out or promoting brands that are super random. Like I try to be so mindful of this, and my DMs are flooded with, collabs and gifts and partnerships and da-da-da, which I'm grateful for, but it's just not, like, it's very specific. It has to make so much sense with the season of life I'm in. I got a message from this brand that I'm really excited to work with, and it's a gifted partnership of a photo album for my wedding photos. And I'm genuinely on the hunt for, when I get my photos in, a beautiful wedding photo album. Like, that's something I would go buy. It's something I really want. And this company reached out. I'm like, perfect. Like, yes, that makes sense in my life. It makes sense for me to work with you. And I would genuinely buy this product after researching and looking and seeing all the colors and da-da-da. Like, I would feel comfortable and confident promoting that, right? So it's just being so particular, not just random things or links to make some quick money. Again, it comes back to that quick money thing. They have the trust with their audience, and that is the most important thing to them. They listen to what their community wants and they deliver. Like, that's what I'm trying to do with you guys when I thought of, okay, I need to actually look at the episodes that you guys really care about and come back for time and time again. It's the social media, right? And you can do this with whatever it is that you're sharing and showing. What content, what message, what has done the best in the past 30 to 60 days that you can review and start to bring back more of? Like, that's really important to look at and listen to. What people are asking, what they're actually wanting to see from you is very, very important to know. They stay true to their brand essence and who they are while delivering what the community wants. Sometimes you're going to get feedback from your community that isn't really on brand with what you're doing, right? You stay true to who you are and what your focus is and what the main mission is, right? The main quality that you will notice in these people is the quiet confidence, right? Like I said, when you go to their Instagram, it's calm, it's not chaotic. But they're also likely so booked and busy and probably running multiple businesses and creating weekly content, but it does have that effortless feel. This doesn't mean that it looks perfect. They don't show any of the mess. Like, the best creators and business owners take you on the journey, show that, but they do it in a way, and it depends on like what your vibe is, of course, but they do it in a way that is easily digestible, that's easy to watch and feels like it's, what's the right word for it? Just exciting and uplifting to watch it as well. Even if they're going through, a bit of a hard time and they decide to show that and keep it real, keep it honest on this journey. The main thing is the uplifting energy and aspect and calmness of their content. I hope this is landing and making sense for you guys, but this is just what I notice and see and feel, even for myself, when I'm in that state of feeling so clear on my message, right? And you'll feel this too. Everything feels very cohesive and it's clear what you need to be posting about and sharing about, because the mission is, yeah, you know exactly what it is. I'm here to help people get rid of bloating. I'm here to help mentor people make this income along their 9 to 5. And you know who that ideal client is. I'm here to help people fill in the blank. You know what it is and you know who you are and what your vibe is that you want to put out there and present on your social media, because that is exactly what creates that personal brand, you guys. So with that, I hope this was helpful and made sense and just like brought up some ideas for you guys that you can start to play with. I didn't really give you any tangibles, if you didn't notice, on terms of like what to post or how or this. Like, people always want to know the how and all these very specific details. That does not matter if you don't got this, okay? If you don't have this actual understanding of why you're showing up and who you are and what it's all about, this is the foundation work that needs to be happening first and foremost, okay? Before you get into all the structure and strategy around all the other aspects of social media, right? It could be, you could have the great best posting at the best time and posting a whole bunch and all these things, but if you don't actually have this structure of a foundation beneath the surface of your essence of your personal brand, it probably won't go to anyone and people aren't going to see it, or it's not going to land on the right people's pages, which is what you want if you want to be getting paid, right, on social media as well. So with that, I did say I was going to leave a little something for the end. And this is new, of course. This is new. This is something that I'm really focused on bringing up in 2027. There's a lot, and I'm right at the beginning of it, a lot of work going on behind the scenes on terms of elevating my own personal brand over on social media and this podcast as well. And I'm going to be starting to offer something a little bit special for you guys over on my Elevated Lifestyle Co. Instagram. And I haven't posted about anything of it yet. If you guys are listening to this podcast, you're the first in the know with this. So we'll see what happens by the time this comes out tomorrow and when I post about it today on my Instagram. But as of right now, I do have 5 spots to work with you one-to-one. So let me make this clear distinction as well. If you are already working with me in the space of network marketing and a part of my team, you guys already hear me yap all the time and you work with me and we're partnered together. This is a separate thing from that space. So just so you know that. But if you guys are someone where you already have a business and you've been building, or a small business, or something that you know that you've been working on and you're wanting to grow on social media, and you're a frequent listener of this podcast in particular, that's who I'm talking to. And if you've ever thought to yourself what it would be like to work one-on-one with me to help your social media presence advance and grow, to then help your business grow, gain more clients, and do whatever it is you want to do over there, this is for you. This is your opportunity. I am opening up 5 spots right now at the time of sharing this, 5 spots that are available. This is the only time I'm going to open spots for 2026. That is the plan as of right now, and this is something I'm going to build up for 2027. So you'll be the first to be a part of this. This is Elevate Elite. You guys will see this on the Instagram, again, at My Elevated Lifestyle Co. That's where you're going to see this information and where you can fill out the form to apply to be a part of this. Obviously, it does need to be, it's us working one-on-one together. So we got to make sure it vibes. I got to make sure that what you're looking for and what you want help with is something that I can actually help you with and know that I can support you there. So there's a little bit of back and forth and, you know, 2 forms that you'll need to fill out to go through that process to see if it's the right fit. But this is your guys' opportunity. Again, if you've ever been like, oh, I wish I had this girl as like the little angel on my shoulder, not the devil, obviously, the angel on my shoulder, yapping to me, talking to me, helping me, guiding me personally to help my social media grow, this is the time to shine. And you're going to be like my little guinea pig. I have worked with other people privately. This has never been something that I've publicly shared or promoted, but I always knew with this podcast when I started it in 2023 that I wanted it to evolve to something one day, to become a business, not just a podcast, but start with that. Now that this is the next best step, it's just so exciting that this is, you know, it's time. It's been 3 years. This is the next evolution of this brand from being a podcast to now becoming a business. And the podcast, as of right now, is going to continue as per usual, as you guys know what it is. But yeah, I did work with some other women just privately and helping them with their other, you know, coaching platforms and businesses in different spaces. And the results were incredible. And I was like, oh, like this is so fun. And it was just, it's in my expertise and I know that. And it's just something I love to do so much, and to see that transformation one-to-one with people and really learning them and being a part of their life and see them as they grow. Like it's just incredible, and obviously incredible to see the wins in their businesses as we work together too. So it'll be fun to work with just 5 of you starting in September. That will be the bit. And then yeah, if this is something that you guys are interested in, you know where to find me on my Instagram at myelevatedlifestyleco, and we can chat, and you'll see the form there linked in the bio. I hope you guys loved this podcast. If you did, make sure to share it. Make sure to rate it 5 stars as well. It helps me continue to pump these out for you every single week. And I hope you all have an amazing rest of your week. And I will see you next time.